Welcome back to Houston Life. When his football dreams went south, music became the way to shine for East Texas native Don Lewis. Now he's one of the fastest rising stars in country music, powered by his TikTok viral single, Neon You.
And before he hits the stage tonight at Scott Gardner's Rhythm Room, he is joining us live to chat about his unique sound and winning over a new generation of country music fans. Don, welcome to the show.
Howdy, howdy. It's good to be on the show with you guys.
Yeah, I like that he just called us unique. You have a very unique personality, sense of
Goofy,
humor.
I think he called us.
Very effervescent, y'all. Very bubbly. I love it. So got a lot of light over here, man.
Don, you have a fascinating story because you started in sports and you got into music. How did that happen?
The music scene didn't come to me at first originally at all. I would always freestyle with friends growing up. I remember doing that, and it was a beautiful way for me to just make an escape from my reading and stuff and translate it into sound. I believe that God gave the first word to man, and man who's able to take word and put it into some kind of musical talent is a beautiful thing. So I was like, man, I really like doing this, and I was able to translate it from just being a freestyle into my first song, Lost My Ways, which was actually R&B hip hop. It's crazy that now we do country, but from the football scene to having the discipline to now making the music, that's just been a beautiful translation for me.
And Don, speaking of the football scene, so sports was your life, football you describe as your calling. A knee injury, I mean, here you are clearly, you look like you are in your element there, but this all, as we described, it went south. A knee injury sidelined you, and that's when you turned to music?
I was more involved. I was doing the music already. I had ended up going back, as you see, Southern Arkansas Mule Riders. I went there the second time around after Ouachita. Dropped out the first time, went back. Got back on a team pretty much 2 years after dropping out of school. Became a starter, was doing real good, had a good little another season career, tried to have the hell glory, like I might make a big comeback for football. It didn't work out. I come back home, I moved to my little small town in Commerce, Texas. My buddy's already doing music, Herbert Cade, I call him that. He got me involved with my first recording of Lost My Ways, man, and music has just been the release, the passion that I need for my individuality since I've gotten into it.
But here's where it gets fascinating, because freestyle, hip hop and R&B, and now you're doing country music and you're playing the guitar, but you haven't even been playing the guitar for that long.
Yeah, 2 years we're coming up on now, and I just want it. You just gotta want it.
A lot of people, I mean, are they surprised when they hear that it hasn't even been 2 years since you first picked up a guitar? What is it? I mean, you grew up tending to animals on your 12-acre farm, listening to Al Green, George Strait, and one day you just picked up a guitar and realized you could do it?
I wish it worked like that. I wish it was that easy. I look at that thing and I'm so bewildered sometimes looking at those frets. But I just saw my buddies doing it, man. I was like, just show me a few things. And I pick up, I take coaching real well, and I take discipline, I take direction. And I've been able to just sit there and make it make sense for myself. It's not because nobody else wants to give it to me. I just have that desire to want to keep on keeping on.
And you got to do that in the music industry.
You got to.
Must. The new EP is This Is For You. That's your debut. So let's talk about the music on there. The sound, how do we even describe it? Because we took a listen and it's like we've got so many different things and influences that we hear. It's amazing. It's incredible. I
would say it's soul food country. I'm light skinned, I'm mixed, I'm black and white, so I really do fit on the spectrum in between of I grew up in a country town. I was born in Irving, but I've heard good rhythm and hip hop, so I was like, man, no one's making it smooth. Like I've heard hip hop. And I've heard a lot of others, hip hop, and I've heard a lot of other things, but when I start talking on it and I start singing on it, it just sounds a lot smoother. It sounded naturally pleasing to me, so I assumed, thank God I made the right assumption, that my music was gonna be pleasant to other people's souls. I describe it as like putting a warm blanket on when you're cold, or you need a little soul food. I make poverty and pain sound romantic.
That's an album I would buy. I'd buy that kind of album.
This is the first time I'm hearing the term hip hop, by the way. Don, it's also important for you to give back to the community.
Got to. You got to. You feel like you're called to give, period, as a person, man. And now I'm in a job that just allows me, it looks like I'm just me shining, but I plan homeless drives. I'm actually planning another one April 15th with the guy, Daryl, the guy that was the first one we did. We went down there and fed all of the little grove that they have for the homeless community down there and stood out there for 3 hours right before a show, and they performed that same night. That was a New Year's show. And I'm called to go out of my way to start helping people, because once God starts blessing me, what am I gonna do with all those blessings? I'm gonna be at home bored? Nah, I'm gonna have something where I always keep myself occupied, and I'm gonna do it through the music and giving back.
And with the new generation of country music fans, TikTok and social media is the way. You're really big and you interact with a lot of fans via TikTok. Do you like making TikToks? What kind of TikToks can we see? Can we see like a dance from you that we should learn?
What a lovely question. I have the same hand moves. If you look at me, I'm coordinated enough to make it look like I'm doing something different every time. And I'm real good at country spinning and dancing. But no, if you want to learn my dance moves, you're going to have to go and catch me on some two-stepping or some
We can always
half-stepping.
What about a touchdown? You can always default to a touchdown.
We'll start adding that in for the TikTok.
Okay.
As for making the TikToks, at first it was like pulling tooth and nail. My manager got me involved on it. He said, look, man, the market's in TikTok. And I'm sitting there thinking, wow, I don't like this at all. I'm country, and we already get clowned enough for, doing anything extra. But I dug deep into it, and I said, the numbers don't lie. Look, we stayed consistent. We post 3 to 4 times a day. I don't want to do it all the time, but a lot of people don't want to do a lot of things. And I also remember working at other jobs before that. So I'm like, nut up and shut up.
Wow.
It's a song lyric right
I'm
there.
going to
I
watch
like
you
it.
on TikTok later. I still
Yeah.
have trouble using it. I know I'm not alone out there.
no.
Hey, let's talk about the show tonight. So Scott Gertner's Rhythm Room.
Yes.
You're going to be taking the stage there tonight. This is 5535 Memorial Drive. Doors open at 7 p.m. and showtime is at 9 p.m. Tickets start at just $25.
Man, that's cheap. One day that's going to be $250.
You better take advantage of it now.
Hey, get the sale price now, people. Don Lewis is going places.
Come hang out. We would love to have you out there tonight. They got great food. It's the first name in entertainment in Houston's finest, Scott Gertner's. And I'm excited that they even reached out to me. I'm the first country artist they said they've had out there. So
That's
about
awesome.
time.
What a blessing.
That's awesome. Well, Don, thank you so much. That's going to be a fun show. But don't go anywhere, because when we come back, got to take a quick break, but a special performance from country singer Don Lewis. That is coming up when Houston Life returns.
Welcome back to Houston Life. Before the break, we were chatting with rising country singer-songwriter Don Lewis, and now we are lucky enough to get to hear him perform.
Singing for the first time on local TV is his new single, Neon You. Here's Don Lewis.
Girl, you sure look good about 7 a.m. when you open up those blue eyes and roll out of bed. It ain't quitting time when I get back home. That I miss you kiss, it sure turns me on. But I've been waiting all week to show you all. And now we're 3 beers deep in a 2-step tune. Stepping out in your Wranglers and boots, hotter than a Marlboro Red. Girl, that's the truth. You're a diamond in a rhinestone room. Nothing shines like neon you. Now the spotlight's on the band, and don't they know they're spinning you around, baby? That's the real show. And they're holding you close. It's more than enough to give me that Friday night buzz. And now we're 3 beers deep in a 2-step tune, stepping out in your Wranglers and boots, hotter than a Marlboro Red. Girl, that's the truth. You're a diamond in a rhinestone room. Nothing shines like neon you. And now we're 3 beers deep in a 2-step tune, stepping out in your Wranglers and boots, hotter than a Marlboro Red. Yeah, that's the truth. You're a diamond in a rhinestone room. Nothing shines like neon you. Oh no, nothing shines like neon you.
Appreciate you.
From a 12-acre farm in Commerce, Texas, to the stage here. How does that feel?
Oh man, it's unfathomable to even try to talk about, honestly, because you go outside looking at the moon and you're like, man, I hope somebody hears my words one day.
There you
Well,
go.
someone heard you.
Yeah.
Don Lewis, thank
We're
you
all
so
fans
much.
now, Don, that's
we
for
do want to
sure.
remind our viewers his EP, This Is For You, is available now on all music streaming devices. If you would like to connect with Don, we have shared a link on the CNN Houston Life section of our website, HoustonLife.tv. And dude, as your career blows up, you better not forget about us here at
Please.
Houston Life.
I don't think you can ever forget about your first time on a news set being this nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. So
Well, you killed it.
I'm not forgetting you. I promise you.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.